Some mornings feel just like any other. The same routine, the same faces, the same orders. That's what Lucy thought as she wiped the counter, steam rising from freshly brewed coffee. But she had no idea her life was about to change forever. The door swung open, and a towering figure stepped inside. At first, no one really noticed. Just another customer, right? But as he moved closer, murmurs spread like wildfire. Customers nudged each other, eyes widened. Lucy froze. Standing right in front of her, casually ordering a black coffee, was Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. And yet, this wasn't just about coffee. This was about something much bigger. A conversation that started with a simple order would soon turn into an opportunity that most people only dream of. So how did a Hollywood megastar end up changing the life of a barista in one single morning? Stick around, because this story is one you won't forget. It was one of those perfect mornings in Los Angeles, where the sun rose over the city like a golden promise. The air was cool, but carried the warmth of a day destined to blossom. Dwayne Johnson, globally recognized as The Rock, had just wrapped up an intense morning workout. Sweat still clung to his brow as he stepped out of the private gym, his usual tight schedule unexpectedly loosened by a canceled film shoot. For someone whose days were planned down to the minute, this rare pocket of freedom felt like a small miracle. He decided to take a walk, something he hadn't done in a long time. Dressed casually in a black hoodie and jeans, Dwayne relished the anonymity the outfit afforded him. He wandered through the streets of Los Angeles, soaking in the early morning energy. Joggers passed by with earbuds in, street vendors set up their stands, and cafes buzzed with the aroma of fresh coffee. It was a city alive, yet not yet in full swing. After several blocks, he came across a quaint little coffee shop nestled between two larger storefronts. The hand-painted wooden sign above the door read, "Morning Brew." The shop's vintage charm stood out among the sleek, modern establishments nearby. Intrigued, Dwayne pushed the door open, a small bell above jingling to announce his arrival. Inside, the cafe was a cozy escape. The walls were lined with bookshelves, potted plants, and framed art created by local artists. The wooden furniture, mismatched but intentional, gave the place a homey feel. A soft hum of conversation and the comforting hiss of an espresso machine filled the air. Behind the counter, a young woman moved with the precision of someone who loved her craft. She smiled warmly at each customer, her energy contagious despite the busy morning rush. Dwayne stepped up to the counter, towering over the other patrons. The barista didn't notice him at first, her hands expertly preparing a latte while chatting with a regular customer. "Good morning," Dwayne said when it was his turn. His deep voice, though calm, carried a natural authority that turned heads. The barista, startled, looked up. Her eyes widened as recognition dawned. "Oh my, you're Dwayne Johnson," she exclaimed, nearly dropping the cup she was holding. Dwayne grinned, taking off his sunglasses. "That's me, and you must be the superstar running this place." Her cheeks flushed with a mixture of excitement and embarrassment. "I'm Lucy," she said, recovering her composure. "Lucy Parker. And wow, this is surreal. What brings you here?" "Fate, maybe," Dwayne replied with a chuckle. "I had some free time and decided to explore. This place caught my eye, and I'm glad it did. Can I get a black coffee, please?" As Lucy prepared his order, Dwayne took in the details of the shop. The handwritten menu board, the jars of homemade cookies by the counter, and the eclectic playlist. It all spoke of a place created with love. When Lucy handed him his coffee, he couldn't help but notice her hands shaking slightly. "Relax," he said with a kind smile. "You're doing great." Lucy laughed nervously. "Sorry, It's not every day you serve a global icon. Coffee's on the house." "Absolutely not," Dwayne said, sliding a generous tip into the jar on the counter. "People who work hard deserve to be recognized." After taking a sip of his coffee, Dwayne struck up a conversation. "So, Lucy, what's your story? Is running this place your dream?" Lucy hesitated, her cheerful demeanor faltering slightly. "Not exactly," she admitted. "I love working here, but my dream is to open my own coffee shop someday. Something unique, a place where people can come for inspiration, not just caffeine. I want to host live music, art exhibits, poetry nights, build a real community space." "That sounds incredible," Dwayne said, his tone encouraging. "What's holding you back?" "Money, mostly," Lucy confessed, "and time. I'm saving up, but it's slow. Sometimes it feels so big that I don't even know where to start." Dwayne nodded thoughtfully. "You know, every big dream feels impossible at first," he said. "But trust me, it's not about making the leap all at once. It's about taking one small step at a time. Do you have a plan?" Lucy shook her head. "Not really. Just ideas swirling in my head." "Then that's your first step," Dwayne said. "Write it down. Put your dream on paper. Make it real. And while you're doing that, I'll see what I can do to help." Lucy's jaw dropped. You'd help me?" "Dreams are meant to be chased," Dwayne said, his grin widening. "And sometimes all it takes is a little push." Over the next hour, Dwayne stayed at the cafe, chatting with Lucy and a few curious patrons who had worked up the courage to approach him. Before he left, Lucy handed him a piece of paper, her handwriting neat but hurried. "This is my dream," she said. "I'll start working on the plan." "Good," Dwayne said, tucking the paper into his pocket. "I'll be in touch." Dwayne's involvement didn't stop at a casual promise. The moment he left the cafe, he called one of his team members to discuss potential opportunities for Lucy. He asked them to research programs, grants, and mentorship opportunities for small business owners in the area. By the end of the day, his assistant had compiled a list of resources, which Dwayne sent to Lucy, along with an encouraging message. The following week, Dwayne arranged a meeting with a local entrepreneur who owned a chain of successful coffee shops. Lucy's nerves nearly got the best of her, but Dwayne's words echoed in her mind. One small step at a time. With the entrepreneur's guidance, Lucy began drafting a detailed business plan. Late nights at her kitchen table turned into productive mornings fueled by coffee and determination. Dwayne checked in regularly, offering advice and celebrating her milestones. Months later, Lucy's new coffee shop, Dream Grounds, opened its doors. It was everything she had envisioned and more. The space was vibrant, filled with the buzz of conversation and the aroma of freshly brewed coffee. The walls featured rotating art exhibits, and a small stage was set up for live performances. On opening day, Dwayne Johnson was there, cutting the ribbon and raising a toast to the woman who had turned her dream into reality. As they stood together, Lucy looked up at him with tears in her eyes. "I don't know how to thank you." "Just promise me you'll pay it forward," Dwayne said. "I will," Lucy replied with unwavering determination. And she did. The impact of Lucy's Cafe extended far beyond its walls, becoming a cornerstone of the community and a testament to the power of dreams, determination, and a little help from unexpected friends. Months after the opening, Lucy decided to host a special event to thank the community and highlight local talent. She called it Dreamers' Night, featuring poetry readings, live music, and an art exhibit, all by aspiring artists. Dwayne, true to his word, attended and even gave an impromptu speech about the importance of lifting each other up. The night was a roaring success, further solidifying Dream Grounds as a beacon of inspiration. Lucy's story spread, garnering media attention and inspiring others to pursue their dreams. She started mentoring other young entrepreneurs, sharing the lessons she had learned with Dwayne's guidance. Each success story that emerged from her mentorship felt like a chapter in her own journey, a testament to the ripple effect of kindness and determination.